Lesson 3.3.1.1 A History of Animation. When people create animations today, they might associate them with a movie that they have watched, or a cutscene in a video game. However, the process of animation has a long and interesting history, much longer than you might have originally thought. It's now thought that the first animated images may have been created by our Paleolithic ancestors around 17,000 years ago. Research conducted by paleontologists within the Lacroix caves in southern France has uncovered evidence that several of the images found within the caves might represent both a narrative story and attempts to depict movement. Objects dating back to the Paleolithic, which resemble thaumatropes, small discs with images on either side that create the illusion of animation when spun on a piece of string, have also been uncovered. The earliest form of animation which we would recognise utilises a device invented in the early 1800s known as a phenakistoscope. These were constructed by painting a series of images along the edge of a disc with the same number of slots cut into it. The images could then be viewed by looking through these slots as the disc was spun in front of a mirror. The phenakistoscope was later adapted to create the praxinoscope, which took the painted images and placed them onto a long transparent strip. This was strung between two reels and spun rapidly as a light was shone through it, thus projecting the images onto a wall. The earliest animated film to use what we would recognise as modern animation techniques was Phantasmagory, created by Emil Cole in 1908. 30 years later, Walt Disney would use similar techniques to create the first feature-length animation, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. The processes utilised in the movie's production became the standard within the animation industry and are still used to create modern computer-animated movies today. The first computerised animation is thought to have been a 50-second animation of a vehicle driving down a road. This was created by the Swedish Royal Institute of Technology in 1960. Since then, the use of home computers has grown dramatically to a point where the creation or encountering of digital animations has become an everyday occurrence. In the modern era, digital animations pervade throughout our lives, appearing in film and advertising, television and games. It could be argued that digital animation is therefore the most widely used form of animation in history.